こんにちは。私はウォルフガン・シュパンリング・フォアスターと申します。神戸のワインの輸入元なんですけど、主にオーストリアと南アフリカとイタリアのワインを輸入して日本のホテルとレストランとかハイエンドリッカーショップに配ります。I love wine. I have enjoyed wine for 40 years or maybe even longer, maybe 45 years. In this bottle there is many hours of hard work and a lot of know-how and a lot of nature and a lot of risk-taking. And some wines become really delicious. But how do you transport that quality to the consumer? It is a very difficult question because the wine is there and I'm here. In between there is a glass. And it depends very much on this glass how much we can appreciate this wine. Or how much we actually understand what this wine has to offer. So if I take any glass, maybe it's delicious, but maybe that wine has much more to offer. Maybe a lot of it is wasted. I keep telling my customers, use a very good glass to enjoy the wine that you spend so much money on it. Zalto is actually the family name of an Italian family who arrived from Venice in the Habsburg Teikoku, maybe more than 100 years ago. Unfortunately, Zalto went bankrupt. Yep. In the year maybe 2004, 2005, the family Zalto went bankrupt, and the current owners, which are two Austrian gentlemen who also come from the wine industry, they purchased Zalto, the company, out of bankruptcy. And then they started with a new concept and a completely new design. So the modern company of Zalto is only 10 years old, and they started with one series of design by a very famous Christian Catholic priest. He's known as the wine priest in Austria. He's now almost 80 years old and rather old, but for all his life he was a commentator and a columnist about wine. And he has the people know him, and everybody has a very high regard for him as a wine connoisseur and as a wine taster. When we look at the Zalto glass, first of all, it is very aesthetically pleasing. The shapes and the design is very harmonious and well balanced. But the most interesting feature right away is that it is very light. This glass is mouth-blown, teifuki. It is crystal glass and teifuki, but it is very light. Why? Namari ga haite nai. There is no lead in this glass. Also, interesting enough, it is very elastic. Look at this. Try to do this. Try to do this with a normal crystal glass, or try this. I mean, it's difficult to see, but you can see that it is actually very elastic. Don't try this at home. You might break it, but it is elastic. Lightness, toughness, the design are very nice features, but the secret lies, and why this is the best design, lies in a kind of magic power. Mr. Denk, the Catholic priest that I mentioned before, has used the principles of Roman architecture in his design. 2000 years ago, and the Greeks, that knowledge has been around for a long time. The Greeks and the Romans had the knowledge for when they were keeping food or beverages, they used vessels and shapes with only certain angles. 24 degrees, 48 degrees and 72 degrees. In the design of this glass, you will have only 24, 48 and 72 degrees. So it would be a very interesting idea to, and I have done it many times with my customers, with my sommeliers, to do comparative tasting between a regular glass and a very good regular glass and a Salto glass, and the taste is always much nicer here. It is just more vibrant, it is more fresh, it has more power, it has more appeal, and everybody is happy when they drink from a Salto glass. I must not forget to mention that you can use the dishwasher for this glass. You don't have to wash it by hand. This is dishwasher safe and it will never get white. Crystal glasses will get white because of the hot water of the heat. But since there is no lead, no namari in this glass, it will always stay nice and fresh. Fantastic. これは僕の contribution to 日本人の毎日のライフスタイルなんです。すごい家でよく使ってください。であなたのワインのエクスペリエンスとかワインの生活もちょっとアップになりますと思います。ぜひよろしくお願いします。